Turn static pages into something spectacular. I'm using this for a classroom transition, but you can use this same image to video technique for your business presentations, social media stories, on your blog, or even personalized birthday messages. I've worked through many of the roadblocks so you have smoother sailing. Let's do this. Here we go. So we're going to be looking at some of these things today. I've chosen a presentation size slide. Let's go to elements. What I want to do is I'm finding that a lot of the elements that I look for related to kids as a teacher just aren't realistic looking, or there's not enough diversity, or all the girls are always wearing dresses and skirts. It just drives me nuts. I've learned a little trick here along the way. So I really like this image here. I put it in there and then I go to edit. My image to video won't work. It'll say it doesn't work on Pro Media. So here's a little hack for you. If you take it and do anything with it, edit this in any way, it will then allow you to use image to video. So there's this new thing called upscale, and I think I don't even know what it does. I think it kind of cleans things up. But you could also come down here and run it through a filter. It would do probably the same thing, but I'm just going to use the upscale. And once I've done that, you don't see a lot of a difference. But then when you go to edit and you go to image to video, all of a sudden it's available to you. Before I do that though, before I turn it into video, I want 3 kids. And I've discovered this cool little hack. Let me go back to elements for a minute and let me look for 3 kids. If I look for see more like this, I get this crazy thing. Don't know what that's all about. But if I go to the person, I can see similar items, and I do like this one. But if you look at the size of the proportions, it doesn't match. It's just really off. I could use something like this and separate them, and they're more proportional. Rather than go through that, I'm going to go ahead and delete that, and I'm going to delete this one. And I love that she's in shorts. I can't tell you how many times I see things where they're in dresses. So I like this person, really some great things, but you can kind of see there's that dress again. I love this one, and I worked with it earlier, and that offers a little bit of diversity, but not a lot. These are in positions that I could work with, and there's diversity there, and I love that the girl has on shorts, but I want to keep it, I'm going to make my own group of 3, and I discovered this kind of amazing thing. So if I go ahead and copy Control or Command V 2 times, then I'm going to get 3 of him, and then I'm going to come to edit, and I'm going to go to Magic Edit. And I played around with this a little bit, and it's kind of amazing. So I'm going to say, make him African American with a red hoodie and green sneakers. If I say shoes, that might come up with something strange. And both arms to his side. Okay, now watch this. I'm going to go ahead and take it, even though the hair isn't right, but I might do it again, but I'll try it again on the next one. I'm going to try this again. Magic Edit, make African American girl with yellow hoodie and purple sneakers. African American girl with, I'm going to say braids and yellow hoodie and purple sneakers with hands to her side. All right, let's see what we get. I've been more specific about the hair. Oh man, I love this. Okay, there we go. And they're all proportional with each other. I'm really not super happy with this one. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to go edit, and I'm going to go to Magic Edit, make his hair black and straight. Love it. Okay. So we have our 3 kids. All right, next step. Now this is going to be I'm going to get rid of that one and keep my original. This is going to be my work slide, because once you change some things, they take whatever you've pulled from elements and they transform it, and then you've lost your element. Then you have to go back to elements and find it again. So always have a working slide where you're putting copies of things. So I'm going to come back to this one. I cannot group them and go to image to video. So I need to make this an image. So I'm going to go ahead, and if I choose these 3 and right click, I can download the selection. The problem with that is going to be that the edge is going to put their feet really close to the edge. So I really like this white space around them. So I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. I'm going to download it as a PNG, and I just want that page download. This has now become kind of like a working page, and so I'm going to push this over here as give me a couple of pages there, and I'm just going to come down to my download folder and pull this right into there. So now, okay, it's uploaded, and I'm going to go ahead, and now there's space around them so that their movements will work great together. But I still have them singly if I want to do something different. So I'm going to go ahead, go to edit, and go image to video. Kids are dancing. And I'm doing this because I'm going to do a cleanup song. And at the beginning of the cleanup song, it's just going to be them doing a little boogieing around before I actually show them cleaning something up. And this takes a little bit. Okay. You know, I'm okay with it. Now, I can't put it there. I'm going to lose. Well, I'm going to have to now. I should have made a copy of this. That's okay. I'll go back and get it again. I didn't follow my own rule. So you'll see what happens. Add video to design. Sometimes it kind of falters here. There we go. I love it. Over here, I'll put my upload of this just to have it there. Actually, I'm going to take that again, and I'm going to put it in this one, and I'm going to make it full, and I'm going to say, I'm going to tell it, image to video. The 3 kids go to a table and pick up crayons lying on the table and put them in a crayon box because it's about cleaning up. And I tried this before, and if I didn't specify where the crayons were, they had them just take them out of the box and put them right back in. So that kind of defeated the purpose. So I made sure to say lying on the table. All right, here we go. Let's see what we get. Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, we're adding it. This is fabulous. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and I'm going to add music. So I'm going to go back to the original one. I could add a third one. You know, I could grab this, or no, this, and I could put it on a new page and ask them, go pick up articles of clothing and put it in their cubby. And so I could add a third one, but I'll stop right there. I think you get the idea. So I'll come back to the original, and I'm going to go to elements. I'm going to go to audio. I already looked up a cleanup song. I put cleanup, and I found this Barney song. So I'm going to add it here. And it's 30 seconds long. It's on the pro version or the educator's version. You can get it too. You could find free versions that you could upload and put it on here as well. I read up about how you can use this, and you absolutely cannot use this for any kind of commercial purposes. It's for personal use. We're going to do old Barney here. Obviously, I only have 2 slides and Barney is 30 seconds. So I've figured out that I think we'll end the way we began. So I'm going to Command or Control D and duplicate that slide and pull it over here. So it's going to be the dancing, the cleaning, the dancing. And so it's not going to be quite the full amount of time. Yep, let's make one more cleanup. All right, here we go. Let me grab this. I'm going to do Command C. I'm going to put it there. I don't want to mess with my working slide. Okay, so here we are. Let's go to image to video. All right, the 3 kids walk around the classroom and pick up paper. I'm going to say, otherwise it might be a big bits of paper on the floor and throw them in the trash can. Okay, how can this go wrong? Let's see. Well, that's not good. I don't want to generate again because I'm afraid I'll get something that I don't like. So I'm going to go back. The kids are throwing trash in the trash can. So there was too much time. There's only 5 seconds. Too much time picking the piece of paper up. The kids are throwing trash in the trash can of a classroom. Better specify that. All right, here we go. Let's see what we get. All right. Well, throwing it in like that might not be the best idea, but I'm going with it. So we're going to add it there to the design. We go the full 30 seconds with Barney. So let's see what we've created.
Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up, everybody, do your share. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up, everybody, do your share. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up, everybody, do your share.
So then I would take that and I would come up here and I would download as just those pages. So I'd have to select them as an MP4. And then I'd be able to take that and put it in my slide deck at school. So every day when it was time to clean up, I would click that and it would become, a routine and procedure. But I also could use it if I wanted to add interest on a blog page or in a business presentation. I mean, almost anywhere you could add it to give an element of interest and engagement. So let's recap. Make sure you pick a slide size that you want. Choosing elements can be tricky, so I showed you the little trick about taking one and then using the magic edit. Make sure you create a workspace slide or you're going to end up going back and retrieving things or losing something that you have edited. Know about music usage and the rules of using that. You can separate layers. If you had an image like these three and you wanted just one of them to move around, then you could separate the layers using that tool. I'm going to do a video on that a little bit later. Or you could just crop the image. Using the image to video, you saw how your prompt really, really matters. Using the magic edit tool was super value in having proportional images and diversity. Yep, and the magic layers is back to separating layers. I've added lots of information down in the description below. Thanks for watching.